It's Life with Don back again with another video. Um, I think I'm gonna just make this video short, but I was just sitting here thinking as I'm sitting in this park with this beautiful weather. Um, I was just thinking about like, why do we, as human beings, like why do we put people's opinions or what people think? Not even what people think, just like their input. Like why do we put that on such like a big pedestal, and why do we give it so much importance when making our own decisions? Like I'm really trying to figure that out, bro. Like you could say I'm gonna eat once a day and try to lose weight, and it's always gonna be something that says you don't have to starve yourself. That's not gonna work out. Like Jay-Z said, nah, it didn't work out for you. You know what I'm saying? I just it's just something that just irks me, man. That people always try to, instead of telling you 10 reasons why it can work, they will tell you 10 reasons why it won't work. And that's just something I'm thinking about, man. Like, why do we listen to people so much when it comes to doing things you want to do? Um, but when I think about it, I think that I don't think people want to be right. I just think sometimes people just, some people just have to let their opinion be known. And I think 9 times out of 10 when people tell you shit, that shit isn't to put you on game. It's not to give you some pointers or try to point you in the right direction. Nine times out of 10 is either their discourse with what you're doing, and I don't think they mean harm by it. Um, they're just going off of their personal experience because they probably never took a leap of faith to do anything, and it's just something that they can't fathom, right? Like if a person never had food or water for a week straight, or never had access to food or water for a week straight, when you come to with a plan about how you can do it, um, how you can do it in a situation where you might need it, they might be like, "Fuck that!" Like, I mean, I've only had access to food 4 times a week, so that shit ain't possible. How you gonna tell me I can get food extra 3 days a week? And like, you may sit here and listen to that and be like, "Oh, you just have to help them out, bro." But like, no, bro. Like, when people talk about shit and they can't fathom it, like 9 times out of 10, it's only gonna be that 10% that actually believe they can do it. That's why I don't believe in all of this motivational shit and you can do that, you can do this. When 9 times out of 10, the motherfuckers that watch these workout videos aren't gonna work out. The motherfuckers that watch these diet videos and shit, like they're not gonna do it. Like either they're not gonna do it this second, and I guarantee it's gonna be another 10% that's probably gonna do it for another 6 to 12 months. Because it's just a dopamine hit. It's a dopamine hit. It's just like um, changing and actually putting forth effort to change something is very hard, and we can get all hyped up saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna make excuses. I'm gonna get disciplined." But in reality, nobody knows what that shit really looks like. People think they can just wake up and do some extraordinary. And I I love watching boxing, and it's like a common saying in boxing that something wrong. There's something wrong with having different opinions, but too many voices in your corner is not a good thing. And that's how I feel, man. Like I feel like too many people in your ear trying to tell you something that it's not a good thing. It's just gonna keep pulling you this way, pulling you that way, pulling you that way. It's never gonna work, in my opinion, because it's always going to be cognitive dissonance going on. There's always going to be clashing of ideas going on. We have a bunch of voices of people telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and then you're going to look up and you're in the same spot because you never made no moves, you never made no changes. And that's honestly how I feel about it. Like, and I think that's something you grow out of. But I just noticed, like, growing up, like, we always take heed and just give so much importance to people's voices. And I can understand, you know, being a teenager, being a young person, you're very impressionable. But so as I was saying, I understand why people are impressionable, and it's hard to break. But the only thing I'm gonna leave you guys with, like I said, I don't want to make this long, is one day you will wake up and you'll be aware of how impressionable you are. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be your choice of you gonna attack shit or you gonna still let people sway you in different directions. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna make this any longer.